Hi everyone. Okay, tonight is going to be part 2 of the repair of this PlayStation. I was able to get replacement fuses from this place called Console 5, and they're in Michigan. The guy sent me the stuff really quick, so I was very happy with that. And along with that, oh there it is. The best part of the shipment is I got a fireball. Okay, I'm not going to eat that tonight while I do this repair. Let me see if I got everything. No, I didn't. I have a couple other projects in the work, and I got some extra parts, but here's the guy's, let me see, yeah, that's about it. Business card. That was really cool. I appreciated this, so thank you, Console 5. And this is no endorsement. I paid for these parts. He had no idea. I got some capacitors for Xbox, the original Xbox, the clock capacitors, super caps. Here are my fuses for the PlayStation 1 controller fuse. I also got a red, white, and yellow RCA connector for a future project, and I also got, well, let me see, what did I get here? A 5-pin DIN. This is going to be for a mod on an Atari, well, a cable, just making a cable so that I can use the composite out on the Atari instead of just using the RF. Okay, so I got my unit here. This little puppy right here, the 1.5 on here, I have no idea what it means. There, let me put it there. That's the blown fuse, and it went right here. So I have the replacement fuse. If you notice, well, I can't tell if you can see that or not, and I can't zoom in right now, but there is solder down on there. So I got my solder wick here, and I got my this one lady at work always called these cheaters. As I'm getting older, I used to be able to look at things probably about 6 to 9 inches away from my face, and I could see everything perfect. But now I'm up to about a foot, and that's a little bit bad because I can't see stuff too well that way. And I got my solder wick here. I'm going to cut a little of the end off. Okay, and I just kind of made a little area for my tools. I have them in drawers now. I used to have them in a carry toolbox, but now I kind of have them in drawers, and so for a while it's going to be a little bit confusing to find out where everything is. So please bear with me. Okay, I'm going to come down here, use this, and again it's these two right here. This is going to be fun getting into, and I hope I don't block you guys. So I'm just getting the old solder off. Maybe. No, that did not get it off. And I created a solder bridge. Well, that's not good. Okay, so I got the solder off there, at least most of it. One thing that I didn't order, and I'm going to have to in the future, is some flux. I saw a video where a guy made flux by getting rosin and mixing it with alcohol, and I do want to try that, but ouch. Ow, ow, ow. I just burnt myself. But I don't, I'm not going to be able to order anything. I'm doing all this stuff on a really shoestring budget, so I can't afford to buy a whole lot of stuff at once. Okay, let me get my fuses out. I ordered 3 of them, and they came in a really neat package, and they also have, oh, what does it say, 0.75. Oh, that's a 0.75. I thought that was a 1.5. Let me see here. No, that's a 1.5. Huh. Yeah, that does say 1.5, the old one. But it's actually a 0.7 amp. So 0.75 definitely makes more sense. Okay. And you know what? Those yellow tweezers are not going to work for this. I just have to remember what drawer I put the tweezers in. There they are. If any of you haven't done so yet, but you feel like you want to work on stuff, I'd say one of the best tools to get is a pair of these kind of tweezers. They work great. Okay, so I'm going to put you up here, and I'm going to move some stuff because I don't have a whole lot of space. Let me see that. You can go up. Well, let me put you back in here so I don't lose them. And I really like the way that he labeled everything on here, because there's some other stuff that I've gotten that hasn't been labeled well. Okay, I'll set that over there for now. And let me see, there's the fuse. Okay, here's my solder. So let me touch this up here a little bit. Okay, just want to put a little bit of solder on here. And my tweezers, fuse. This, oh no. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. There, that flowed pretty well. Let me just get, now since I don't have any raw flux, I was using the rosin core from the solder to add just a little bit of solder on there so that it flows well. Okay, so that's in there. Let me put some solder on here on a tip. And this is leaded solder, so let me get my multimeter here. Get some stuff out of the way and bring this in. Alright, here's my trusty Micronta that works really well. I don't know if you can you see this? No. Okay, well, let me put it there. As you can tell, it's reading open. Whenever I touch these together, it shows a short. And just to make sure, there, it shows a short. So I didn't open the fuse installing it. Okay, so I'm going to put this back together. I'm not going to bore you with all of those steps. And then I'll hook it up and I'll show you if it works or not. Either way, whenever you see it is the first time I'll see it too. Okay, I'm going to put you on pause if I can find it. There it is. Hello everyone again. Okay, I turned that off prematurely. There was one other small thing I wanted to do, and that is clean that off. So let me do that now. I got some isopropyl alcohol here. And just a regular Kleenex. I'm not sure how well the Kleenex is going to pick up the flux, but we'll see. Okay, so just use the alcohol. Try to get the flux off of there. Clean it up a little bit. The alcohol should dry up pretty quick. And since you're all here in kind of a captive audience right now, I shall go ahead and like I said, excuse me, I'm trying to work with this new layout and everything. But let me start putting things together. So, one thing I definitely need is a trash can over here. And a way to better organize things. wow, better organized. This is probably the best that I've been organized since I tore my original electronics bench down, which wasn't much bigger than this. Okay, so I think you have to go in through the top. You're back here, so I can put you here. I don't know, can you see that at all? Let me move this back. Yeah, okay. So I just took the connectors, put them in here. Yeah, okay, they fit in pretty well. And then I have 2 screws that should hold this down. Oops. And until I get used to the drawer system here, we're going to hear a lot of opening and closing. Okay, now let me see. I have this screwdriver. This is a number 1 and these are not, but it might work. So let's try putting these screws in. What I do is, these screws are going into plastic, so I always go backwards. I push down just a little bit there. Did you hear that? You might not always hear it, but if you can feel it like drop a little bit, then they're in the same threads as they were in before. Yeah, that's not going to work. They're in the same threads that they were in before, and they won't strip out the plastic. So you won't have to go into further repairs for that. Okay, so you go down there. Yeah, and I think it was just the 2. I think there was 1 there and 1 here. This looks like there could be a screw there, but I think that one comes up through. Yeah, I think that one's, because there's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that's for the case, the top case. Okay, so getting back there, you heard that? Okay, so we'll put that one in. Okay, that's in. I think that's all there is there. I have the top case here. Aha! So what is next is going to be the laser. Okay, laser's on this side, spindle's on that side. Now, whenever I took this off, I didn't know it. I really hope this works. But whenever I took this off, I didn't realize that I had a game in the unit. And whenever I lifted off the top, it pulled this off. So I don't know like if this goes down the whole way or not. I pushed it on. I hope it doesn't change anything right here. This little piece with the ball bearings. So hopefully this works, because it was in working order whenever I got it. It was just that the controllers didn't work, and it was because of that blown fuse. Now because of that, yeah, okay, that looks like that's down. Power going to the board right here, and the fuse that was blown was a 3.3 volt power line going out to the controllers. Okay, here's the controller connector. That's in pretty good. Originally I thought maybe one of these were bad. Okay, now we come over here. You know what, I'm going to put this one in first. I think this is power for the motor. Okay, and this is all the data. It may be power for the laser, but I'm not sure. Okay, so let me put that in there. Okay, that's in the hallway. Now we'll put the top down. Okay, and then there's 6 screws on the bottom. Yeah, see, the middle ones. Uh-oh. Oh! Yeah, that's not good. I was getting ahead of myself. Okay. We got this on, but I didn't put the screws in. That's where these other lighter color screws go. The one thing I like about Sony is that whenever you work on their stuff, they kind of have arrows to tell you where the, like there's an arrow here, there's an arrow there, there's an arrow here, here. I don't see one here. Or here. Is there an arrow there? I don't see an arrow. Usually, well, screw that. Oh, here's an arrow, but you can just barely see it. But Sony is good with putting arrows on things to where the screws actually go. So I'm kind of happy with that. Okay, let me get these screws out. Man, I am so glad I did not forget to actually put these screws in. Remember, just the back turn a little bit. Yeah, to make sure that they go in. Now the nice thing is that these screws are still going in with a nice grip, I guess you could say. Uh-oh. Except for this one. I don't know where the back is. Well, this one's just going to get screwed in. Sorry about that. And I know this one goes here, but man, I do not see an arrow anywhere. That's weird. I wonder if I'm missing a screw, because it looks like one should go down right there too. Actually, I think somebody forgot a screw here and put it there, because you can see a little bit. Let me see, where am I? You can see a little bit here of where the screw was, but here there's no shiny metal like where it was scraped where a screw went in. So it looks like this one was missing. And yeah, it doesn't look like there's any threads down in there compared to like the other holes where you can actually see where the plastic is messed up, but this one looks all nice and shiny and smooth. And actually that hole looks too big. Yeah. Huh. I wonder if maybe on the back side that's where the screw goes through to the case. Because there's 3 in the back and... rats, I hate it when that happens. There's 3 in the back and 3 in the front. And this one's going to be a little bit of a stinker to get in. Again, these things, they come in so much, they're so handy, they come in so much use. If you can, get a set of these tweezers, because they work great for things. Okay, let me get these out of here again. Now we can put the top on. Look how clean this is too. I mean, I was surprised whenever I saw this how actually just kind of clean. There wasn't really much wrong with this. Okay, yeah, see, it's offset. So, yeah, let me see if I bring this one over here. It's offset, so that one that I was thinking didn't have, somebody didn't force the screw in. Well, that's because it goes in through the bottom. Okay, so let me get these in. Right, here's the ones in the back. And one nice thing about this one is that it has the parallel port in the back, so if I want to get something like that adapter to an SD card from the parallel port, or, well, what do they call it? Yeah, they call it parallel I/O port to the to an SD card. I don't know if they still make it. I'm always a day late and $1 short on that kind of stuff, finding it out. But if they still make it, then I want to buy one for here, and that way I can put all the ISOs on SD cards, and I won't really have to like search for the game so much. That's kind of an idea with this. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it. Alrighty. Oh, I didn't notice this, but we got felt on the backs and nothing on the front, so I don't know if they were supposed to have it and it's just not there, or I mean felt on the fronts and not in the backs. I don't know if the backs were supposed to have it and it got rubbed off somehow, or if maybe they just don't have them. That would seem odd if they just didn't have them. Okay, well, I lied about that. I did show the video of me putting it together. This opens, power, oh no, it doesn't turn on, but then again, I don't have power connected to it right there. So let me take it over to the TV and we'll see if this works. Okay, hold on everyone.